Yeah, guys and girls, welcome back to another episode into my series so far. Just want to right. So we've just heard something from Oxford today that they're pulling down. Is it the colonial portrait of Queen Elizabeth II down because I think they just want to cancel the Queen now altogether. Now, I think it is disrespectful, and obviously it's coming up to her, is it 70 years of being on the throne or something like that? Yeah. Which is really bad. And after all, she's just lost her husband as well, Philip, of 99 years old, nearly made it to 100. But I'm kind of sort of feeling that also it feels like the Queen herself, Elizabeth II, she's got this like burden on her, really, on her shoulders. She's got this weight of the country, the whole country on her shoulders, and then she's by herself now. Obviously she's got her family around her and all that, her sons and all that, and her grandchildren and all this kind of stuff and all that, but I kind of feel like she needs a break, really, to be honest, and actually like long break. And I was thinking the other day, would it or would it not be good if we just sort of like had, if the whole country had a vote in that once the Queen's no longer around, because obviously she's not going to live forever, after that, because they're on about sort of doing the changing of the royal family and stuff, or give Prince Charles to be king and stuff. Now, wouldn't it be better if it was down to a people vote whether to have a royal family after the Queen is no longer here, or do you want the King or the next royal member to be sort of in power of the entire country? But I feel like we could save a lot more money because we've got so many royal families that we look after. And obviously, yes, you could say, oh, yeah, well, they make a lot of money and all this kind of stuff, going from country to country and bringing tourists in and all that. But really, does it make that much money for tourists? Assuming the situation we've been in so far with like COVID and stuff, there's not really been any people coming to the UK in that sense. Obviously they're probably coming now, but then as if we get hit with this third wave, you can say goodbye and hello to the next lockdown, because there's talks now we're going to have a third wave, which means we could have a fourth lockdown. But I mean, after all this though, like after the whole royal family, because it seems like we've got a lot of money that we seem to be giving away when we could be actually helping the National Health Service out. We should be giving more money to the NHS just to keep the NHS going. Do we really want to privatise the NHS to the point where we're actually paying for our health when we should be getting it for free anyway? Well, it's technically not free because the money goes to the doctors and the nurses. They get paid. So technically it is, in a way, it is actually privatised already. It's been privatised for 70, 80 odd years and all that. Well, I'd say 70 odd years for the entire NHS. But actually, I think it's more than that, 75 years of NHS. But if you think about it, we're already privatising the NHS and we're already sort of like stringing out as much money as we can and all that. But it's one of those things. Do we really need... you're right. We could either have the NHS, a really good NHS, and I'm not going to be talking about that bloody HS2 or that trains they're supposed to be doing, that new railway, which they've actually squandered shitloads of money on. Our government knows how to actually waste billions and billions of pounds on one of the fastest or shortest distant train tracks going through, I think it was at Manchester and all that, which won't be completed for the next couple years, say 5, 6, maybe 10 years down the road. So do we really need to waste all that money when we could have been actually helping it out for the National Health Service. But also, do we really need to look after or pay for the royal family and every single family member? Or do we just say to them, look, you've had enough money out of us, right? Once the Queen's done, once she's finished or she's no longer here, we don't want a monarchy no more. Do we just sort of say that, or do we not? Just let us know in the comments below. I mean, would you like to see another royal member taken over as the king and stuff? Because it'd be between Prince Charles or William as the king. And I think, to be honest, I think we should be shying away now towards the monarchies and towards the royal families. I think Canada already done that. They already said we don't want the monarchy in our country and all that. This is what I heard a while back and stuff, and they kind of pulled out of all the royalties and stuff over there. But and also we've got Meghan and Harry. They've left and they've gone their own separate ways because they don't want to be in the royal family, because they kind of felt that there was a lot of pressure going on in the families, and they kind of felt like being caged up like caged animals. That's what he was saying in one of his interviews. He said he kind of felt like he was in a zoo, locked up, and having the whole world watching him and stuff and all that. And I kind of feel him in that way. So would we be doing a better job of just releasing the members of the royal family and saying, look, now you're free. You can free to go. You can live a normal life and all that. Should the royal family have a normal life, or should they still be in as royalties and stuff? I mean, it's a weird sort of thing, because they were born into royalty. They didn't have a choice to be put into the royal family and stuff. Like, they didn't say, oh, do you want to have a choice? Would you want to be king or queen of the country? Elizabeth II, she didn't have a choice. She wanted to live a normal life at the time and stuff, but she got, her dad sort of passed away, and then she took over as the queen and all that, Queen Elizabeth. Was it the George the Fifth, was it? Was it George the Fifth? So George the Fifth, who's her dad, or was it George the Sixth? Sixth or fifth, I don't know, one of them anyway. But anyway, her dad sort of passed away, and while they were on holiday to, is it South Africa? They were traveling around South Africa at the time, and then they came back, and I think it was Prince Philip who.
But he didn't have a choice either.
Yeah, he didn't have a choice either. But the thing is, we're giving you an opportunity. We're giving the royal family an opportunity to live a normal life, just to live like regular, everyday people.
Why? Harry,
yeah.
In a 16-bedroom place. He wants an ordinary life.
Yeah, he wants an ordinary life.
A bedroom.
Yeah, or make him go and sit in a bed and breakfast or something, or a bed sit or something. I mean, just live like a normal family and stuff. A normal family. Like, you don't need a 16-bedroom house. Yeah, I mean, he's got his kids now, and he's got his new daughter and all that. So congratulations to Harry and stuff for his new baby daughter, just been born. So it's amazing now that they've gone. And what really pisses me off, or not pisses me off, just kind of annoys me, is that I watch a lot of that Alex Belfield, and he keeps like sort of digging up to Harry and Meghan, and I know Piers Morgan does the same, and it's kind of weird, because all they wanted to do was to get out of the royal family, live a normal life. Is that really too much hard trouble to do? I mean, do they really, really like not want to be a part of the royal family? If they don't want to be a part of the royal family, do they really have a choice in the matter? I think they should be able to have a choice. I think people should have a choice whether they want to. Like when you're a baby, obviously, when you're a baby or a little toddler, you have no choice. You have to do what your parents are doing. And at least with William and Kate, they're actually sort of trying to keep their children out of the limelight, which is absolutely fantastic. They're doing a great job. And I love William and Kate. They're awesome people. But also William and Harry. Harry and Meghan, for instance. They've got out. They've done the whole sort of thing. But obviously they wanted to have the cake and eat it as well, and have royalties connections to it. But you can't have it both ways. If you want to live a normal life, you don't have those connections and those ties with the royal family no more. That's all cut off. And it's a good thing, because it gets them to stand on their own two goddamn feet. And that's how they should be doing that. But let us know in the comments, guys. It goes, would you vote, if there was a voting system after the Queen's no longer here, would you vote so whether they would stay in as the royal family and still keep the monarchy going, or would you want to help them, free the royal family, so they can live a normal life rather than having this burden upon them and stuff, this massive weight on their shoulders of the country, the whole weight of the country is on their shoulders? Would you like to help them? Would we be actually saving a lot of money as well in the long run, or would we not? Or would we actually lose a lot of the money from the tourists, which we're not getting at the moment, because not many tourists are coming to the UK because of the COVID. So it's really hard to sort of distinguish what to do, really. But let us know in the comments, guys and girls. Cheers for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next episode. But leave your comments down below. Cheers for watching, and see you soon.